I can't fix it. There we
It's
go.
your
I got it.
Okay.
It was N, like toggle cut box or something.
No. I'm gonna roll an investigation to see if I can find a cipher for that journal.
Make an investigation check. There it is. Lights.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You scan the room, and there are lots of books. There are lots of, tomes that you might be able to use. But there doesn't appear to be anything like a cipher.
Do any of the books hint at what language it's written in?
You get the idea that this might not be a language per se, but just something she has self-encoded.
It's a code.
Then we would need a code breaker to figure this out.
We
Which is
might
just
have one.
Which is just so much more inconvenient.
So what would you like to do?
I mean, I could eventually figure it out.
Yes.
Time.
With the combined efforts of both Hugo and Gus, I'm pretty sure they can crack the code.
Yeah, but did Hugo's ritual casting of detect magic find anything?
There doesn't appear anything magical. It seems that maybe once this happened, he stripped the room of anything that could be dangerous for her.
Nothing magical in here.
No, nothing magical.
I'm just going to lay down and start to weep.
Next to my mom?
Just to weep. I thought I'd feel better when this happened, but I still feel hollow inside.
Hugo just goes, that's because you are hollow inside.
That's not what I mean, Hugo. I mean emotionally.
Oh,
Well, revenge isn't always the answer. Like you said, I'm sure this journal and all these powers you've gained will be enough that we can help cure you.
That. Or I could take these little journals. Maybe I'm the success that she wanted, but she couldn't achieve it herself. She couldn't replicate the success. You know what I mean?
I understand where you're coming from, Octavian. And I know it might seem like a comfort just accepting this undeath as it is. But you have to understand that this isn't natural. You're my best friend, and all I want is to see you happy and healthy again. You haven't been yourself ever since this has happened.
I know, I haven't been myself, but I've gotten so used to this undeath.
Well?
And the voices from time to time just come creeping in, trying to convince me just to stay the way I am, and possibly just out of spite for her become what she couldn't.
Who's to say that this is something she even wanted for herself?
She wanted undeath. Of course she wanted undeath.
If she wanted to be like you, though, she's very clearly been able to successfully do this multiple times, according to you.
She failed twice. The only other time that I've seen that she succeeded, at least what I think was her, was that person I met in the jail out in the desert. I don't know if there are others like me. I would love to be human again. It would be a blessing. But at the same time, I've become so used to this. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I thought that killing her would help me.
We could always figure out a way to change you back if you really want to be changed back.
Yes. I guess so.
Yeah, for now, let's just focus on setting up all of this
Burning it to the
and cleaning
ground.
cleaning up this mess.
What are you going to do with your father, Mars?
I've exactly what I told him. I will have him brought before. I will have him brought before the church, admit his crimes, and he will be excommunicated.
You might want to invite the church over here then, if you use chaos on him.
Yeah, he already has the Gios, so he can't leave. And I'll Gios him again and force him to admit the truth.
Octavian, let me look at his sword.
Okay, I'll pull the sword out. Hand it to you.
Give me the keys. I'm gonna go talk to the butler to make sure he fully understands.
It's true. He is still locked down there. I'll toss you the keys.
Logan, is the sword magic? Now that I have detect magic up.
It is not magical. It's
Not
just a
magical.
very ornate greatsword. It'd be worth a pretty penny if it hadn't been burned.
Oh, I can mend that. I just mend it.
All right, easily enough. So go ahead and put just an ornate greatsword worth 500 gold.
And I am heading to the basement.
Can't even afford real magic items. What a worthless sack of shit.
Oh, what about that ring I took?
Ah, yes, that is magical.
Oh. What sort of magic is it?
Ooh, let me look
Well,
that
I took it with me to the basement, so you can't see right
Well,
now.
I would have seen it.
Yeah, you would have
like,
seen it when you did cast detect magic.
Yeah.
Where is it?
And don't forget to open the basement door, please.
Yes. I believe it should be open. I know, once you get there, just click on it and it'll ask me if I want to open it.
I'm gonna walk all the way back to Jupiter and stand right beyond the threshold of the door and say, Jupiter, I have some exciting news for you.
Please tell him exactly how she died.
Yes. So your wife is dead. Your son killed her. He used holy magic. You wouldn't know a thing about that.
I cannot believe that is my favorite nat 20 I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
So thematically beautiful.
So you're going to free Tulpa?
Yep, I wake him up.
He never fell asleep. He just laid in the bed with his eyes open, just kind of like twiddling his thumbs.
Ah, yes, this relaxation is so nice.
Being locked in this basement sure is nice.
Yes.
But he sees me and he says, "Oh, Master Mars, how can I be of service?"
Yeah.
I have some new jobs for you, Tulpa.
He goes, "Of course."
I'm sorry to say this, but Mother is dead.
He kind of like hangs his head and he goes, "That is very unfortunate. I knew she had fallen ill."
She hadn't just fallen ill, she had turned herself into an undead.
He
She
kind of
was
like
a necromancer.
he grabs his chest and he goes, "My word, that's awful."
And Father kept her alive in hopes that he might find some way to fix this.
He goes,
But I put her down.
I can see where you're coming from, Master. I understand.
Father has also... This isn't a new development, though, Tulpa. I plan on going into further details, but Father has committed many crimes. Not just against the church, but against... I guess general humanity.
He goes, "Well,
I don't wish to explain in full detail more than once, so I'm sorry, but you'll have to wait until I gather the church."